guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you all? I hope great. If this is your first time watching, you're highly welcome, and please do press the subscription button so you're going to be getting more notifications to see more entertaining videos. And if you've been watching my videos, thank you so much. In my previous video, I told you I was going to take you a tour in Bahrain. I was going to show you all the holes in the corners in Bahrain. But firstly, I want you to know where Bahrain is, what Bahrain is made up of, the things you can see in Bahrain. That's in case if you want to come and visit. I want you to know everything about Bahrain so you don't come and get mixed up. First, Bahrain is located in West Asia and it is considered part of the Middle East. Bahrain is considered to have 33 islands. Yes, 33 islands. Bahrain actually have 50 natural islands and 33 artificial islands. The meaning of Bahrain in Arabic means two seas. Why it's considered two seas? Because it has both the fresh water and it has the island. So in Bahrain, you can see fresh water, the taste, and the island, normally in the sea, the water is salty. And Bahrain is known for its cultivation of date plants. Yeah, date plants, it's a very healthy food which they usually consume more during the Ramadan period. Bahrain equally has two seasons. It has the hot summer and the midwinter. During the summer period, it's extremely hot in Bahrain. I mean, the temperature is about 40 degrees Celsius. And during the midwinter, it's cold. Yeah, it's cold, and there are heavy winds. There are very heavy winds, and the temperature is about 2 degrees Celsius, 2.8 degrees Celsius. Yes. So it's so cold. Bahrain does not compromise. If it's hot, it's very hot. If it's cold, it's hot to a point where you cannot walk on a long distance during the summertime. It's extremely hot. You wake up, let's say by 12 noon, the sun is already up, very hot. Temperatures are very hot. You're already sweating. So during this period, people are advised to stay in because the temperature climate does not favor people to move around. If you don't have a car, you cannot move around during that period. Bahrain is also an independent nation on its own. Yeah, Bahrain gained its independence on the 15th of August 1971. The King of Bahrain, His Royal Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, was born in January 28, 1950 in Rifa. So we are born in the same month, January. So this is the King of Bahrain. This is why the Bahrainis celebrate their day on December, because the King, His Royal Majesty, was ascended on the throne on the 16th of. So after the independence of Bahrain, Bahrain came and made it flag. The flag has two colors, white and red, and it has segregated triangular lines on the flag, which represents the five pillars of Islam, and the red represents the Khariji sect of Islam. The white is put to distinguish Bahrain from other countries. Yeah. And one more thing, Bahrain is an Islamic country. Yes, it has one of the biggest mosques in the world, the Al Fatel Mosque. It's one of the biggest. Yeah, Bahrain has one of the biggest mosques in the world. Bahrain's capital is Manama with the total inhabitant of over 1,1,748 inhabitants in the country. More than half of Bahrain's population is made up of foreigners. Bahrain's currency is Bahraini dinar, and the calling codes number of Bahrain is plus 973. Yeah. And the official language in Bahrain is Arabic. So if you're in Bahrain, you have to learn how to speak the Arabic. Shwe, 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 shwe. Dali, you need to learn how to speak small of the Arabic because this is a means of communication. Although because the country is made up of different nationality, English is also part of the language. You are able to speak English to communicate. The economic aspect of Bahrain. I want you to know that the economic aspect of Bahrain is highly dependent on oil and gas. Although it has some small portion of gold, but it's highly dependent on oil and gas. This is the main economic activity that hold Bahrain. And Bahrain equally has one of the highest currency in the world. I mean, It is the second valued currency in the world. Some of the social aspects or some of the social things you need to know in Bahrain is firstly, Bahrain highly believe on its Arabic culture and it is ethnically diverse. This is to show that Bahrain welcome other religion, Christianity, Orthodox, Hindu. They even have the Hindu templates where you can go and pray. They have Catholic. I mean, they have one of the biggest Catholic church. Don't worry, I'm going to take you guys there someday. And Bahrain does not discriminate. It does not have gender inequality. Bahrain is equally one of the most friendly countries in the Gulf Peninsula. Peninsula. Yeah, Bahrain is so friendly. And if you come to Bahrain, you're not married. One thing you have to know is kissing and display of public affection is not acceptable in Bahrain. And if you're not married, you cannot go to a hotel. It's not like other countries, like this is a Muslim country, so they want everything clean and pure. Bahrain is a liberal country. This is allow you to dress anyhow. But it does not mean you should dress in open bras or short skirts, it's not called for, at least because it's a Muslim country. You have to respect their rules, their tradition, dress in a decent manner. You can put on long sleeves and long trousers, but sexy and decent. But you don't have to dress in an exposed. The dressing style in Bahrain. The ladies put on the long abaya and they cover their head. Yeah, this is a sign of respect. This is a sign of, honor. And for the men, still they put on a very long white garment and still cover their hair. Here is the picture you're going to see. So they do this. I mean, this is Bahrain has beautiful resorts and beaches, but no, 5% of the beaches are public and the remaining 95 are private. This is an Islamic country, so this is where family like going out together, spend time. So when they're going to the beach, you expect to be your wife and your husband and your kids. You don't expect us foreigners to come with, short bikinis, exposing our body out. So they make the remaining five for you know, the expatriate to feel free, and the 95 for the Balinese. If you go to a family beach and you put on all these bikinis and showing out your body, a Bahraini woman will call the police on you. And the police will tell you, this is not how you're supposed to dress it. This is a family beach. Means you don't have to come and expose your nakedness. As a married woman, you don't go out and start showing out your body. So you have to be decently dressed. And sometimes they swim with their abaya. They really respect their culture. They don't like showing out their body. They believe their body is for their husband and husband alone. Yeah, so if you come and you want to show out your body, you go to the public beaches. Bahrain has so many beautiful restaurants. I mean, so many. And in Bahrain, you can see they have some very popular meals. They have the tikka, they have the Bahraini kebab, they have the sambos. The most important day on the Bahrainese calendar is the Ramadan period. This is the fasting and feasting period. This is the period where us as expatriates, we get the opportunity to enjoy and see the different activities which take place during this time. And during this period, the Balinese share food to people. They give us free food. They just give out food to people. You see how nice people can be. And after this fasting and feasting period, they have the Eid where they celebrate. They think they are done with their fasting. They bring out food, and here comes the dates. Dates becomes their top sale. They share it, their sweets, they have their very delicious sweets, which is called. One more thing I have to tell you about Bahrain. Yes, Bahrain has alcoholic drinks. But in not all parts of Bahrain, it has it in some particular sites. And kids underage cannot take it. Before you consume this alcohol, firstly you have to show your ID card to make sure you are the adulthood. And the adulthood stage in Bahrain is recognized from 21. Yeah, 21 years old. Death celebration in Bahrain. Bahraini people don't celebrate death. If you die today, you're buried today. They will just wrap you and put you under a gravestone which is facing Mecca. But if you are like a big person, the house will be closed for a day and no family member around that area. And then they will bury you soon. But for us in Africa, We are going to be drinking and dancing, and so because we celebrate, you dying does not mean you're departing from us, you're moving to another world. But for them, it's actually a very sad moment. But every country has its own way of celebrating death. For the Islamic here in Bahrain, they don't celebrate death. Want to die today? There are also arranged marriages in Bahrain. Yeah, they fix up marriage between two families. During this period or during this time, the bride and the groom cannot see each other. They cannot know each other. Yeah, and the groom's family pays some certain amount to the bride that the bride can either choose to use it to herself, spend it lavishly, or choose to use it with her husband to grow up or build up a family. If I'm giving that money, oh my god, I'm going to build an empire for myself. In ancient time, Baronese were allowed to get married. Like the ladies can get married at the age of 15 and the boys at the age of 18. Yeah, it still happens till now. But now we are in the modern system, the 21st century. So girls are allowed to go to school, finish up, get their. Another thing you should know about Bahrain is Bahrain medical system here is free. Yeah, are you shocked? It's free for both Bahrainese and expatriates. If you're sick, once you have your ID, if you're an expatriate, you're working under a company, the company provides you with the medical. And when you go to the hospital, you're sick, they do everything for you free. Your tests, they run it free. You just finish and then go to the counter. Yeah, I have been to two hospitals here in Bahrain where I had a little health issue. And I went, I even slept on the bed like for a week, but I wasn't charged a dime. Just imagine I have to pay money. Where am I going to start? I will just go back to my country. So yeah, the health system in Bahrain is totally free. You don't have to pay. Whether you're an expatriate or you are a citizen in Bahrain. Education system in Bahrain is also free. Yes, but it's free for the Bahrainese, not for the expatriate. For the expatriate, you will have to pay. If you've been watching my video from the beginning to now, thank you so much. And please do not forget to press the subscription button, like, share, and comment. You can ask your questions, tell me your suggestions in the comment section, and trust me, I'm going to give you all the replies. Bye bye. See you again.